Hey guys, it's me, Spider-Man fan, and I just came back from watching Avengers Infinity War. And sorry if you hear me depressed, just that I just saw the ending and it left me totally sad. But we'll get into that later. So I'm gonna make the movie review of what happened in over 9 or 5 minutes. So, yeah, the movie begins right after they left with Thor Ragnarok, where Thor and Loki and the Asgardian ship encountered the giant ship, which is Thanos' ship, and then Thanos just sort of um, kills Loki for the Tesseract, which is the space stone, I guess. And then Heimdall, Thor's friend, who handles the Bifrost, sends Hulk into Earth. And later on Earth, Hulk crashes on Earth, and then Iron Man and Pepper are in a park, and I'm pretty sure they got married. And that's what I knew. They got married, and then Doctor Strange appears, and they said to him they need his help. So they go to Doctor Strange's hideout or house, and they talk about Thanos, that he's coming, and then later on, the city is under attack by a giant O-shaped ship, which are the Black Order, are in there. And then the Avengers sort of fight the Black Order on New York, even Spider Man. So, yeah, Spider Man sort of goes into space to rescue Doctor Strange that he's captured from the Black Order. Then Spider Man suddenly gets in a situation where he cannot breathe, and so Tony sends from the Avengers facility the Iron Spider suit, and it catches Spider Man into space and it transforms him into the Iron Spider. Later, after that, the Guardians of the Galaxy arrived to figure out what happened at the scene where the Asgardian ship got blown, and they find Thor and they rescue him and they tell him about Thanos and all that. And then sorry, it's just that I can't remember. And then the other Avengers sort of like get to the ship, rescue Strange, and they head to Titan, and they try to find somewhere else. It's just that I can hardly remember. I got memory loss. So then the Avengers encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they fight, and they decided to team up to fight Thanos. And then later, Thanos captures Nebula that we see in the movie. He captures Nebula, and it looks like they're ripping her apart. And then Gamora tells Thanos the location of the Soul Stone that is on Valmir, and they go there, and they encounter with a black Reaper, and turns out that that Reaper is none other than the Red Skull. Because if you remember in Captain America, the first Avenger, Red Skull sort of got banished from the Tesseract into another galaxy. And so yeah, has to make a sacrifice for the Soul Stone, and he kills Gamora. Gamora dies in this movie, and so he gets the Soul Stone. And then before that and after that, the Vision and Scarlet Witch battle some of the Black members in Scotland, and then Captain America sort of appears and they help them out. Yeah, I think that happened too. Sorry that it's not on order, guys. Just that I'm totally disappointed of the ending. We'll get into that in a bit. And then later into space. Oh wait, in Titan. Um, Yeah, in Titan, I guess. The Star Lord, Iron Man, Gamora. No, wait, Drax and Mantis sort of like team up to make a plan to stop Thanos. And Thanos arrives at Titan, and the battle begins. And meanwhile, Captain America and the others go to Wakanda to restore Vision that he's got battle damage in the Battle of Scotland. And then they battle a few times on Titan and then on Wakanda. But then Thanos sort of kind of got his ass kicked by the Avengers. I mean, by Iron Man and Spider Man. Oh, and I gotta tell you that Spider Man's Iron Spider suit, the way how he suits up the Iron Spider is just fantastic. And not only that, it confirms that he has the Iron Spider arms that we saw in the comics, like the original Iron Spider in the comics. Now he's doing that same thing. Um, in this movie. So later on, the Avengers in Wakanda sort of like battle against the evil forces, and they took down one of the members of the Black. I think it was Black. I don't know. I forgot her name. I don't remember. But then Thanos arrives, and Scarlet Witch tries to destroy the Infinity Stone. She destroys the Mind Stone that Vision has in his head, and it kills Vision. But Thanos, with the Time Stone that he got from Doctor Strange, he reversed time, and instead of the same scene, it's reverted. But instead of Scarlet Witch destroying the gem, Thanos sort of stops there, like where he's about to destroy the gem, and he destroys Vision by grabbing his forehead and crushing it and pulling the stone out of his head, killing Vision in the process. So with all 6 stones, Thor comes down and he tosses his battle new hammer axe on Thanos. And Thanos sort of, I don't know, he sort of like does something with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's some sort of paradise mind state where he encounters a little Gamora as a child. And then Thor says to him, "What did you do? What did you do?" Then Thanos suddenly disappears. And here's where we get to the ending, guys. I'm very sorry to say this, but some of the superheroes die, not in a killing way, but in a vaporizing way. Because when Thanos gets all the Infinity Stones, he can wipe out half of humanity by the snap of his fingers. And right now, I'm gonna tell you all the heroes that vaporize, like they turn to dust in this movie. Bucky, Black Panther, and Star Lord, and who else? All right, sorry, it's just I'm trying to remember. So, the ones who vaporize are Bucky, Groot, Black Panther, Drax, Star Lord, Mantis, and Spider Man. Spider Man dies along with all the other heroes. Because before he vaporizes, he says to Tony, "I don't want to die, Tony." And then he says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And then he vaporizes away. And that had me crying in the movie. That I cried watching Spider-Man vaporized away in the movie. And then we sort of caught off to where Thanos is some sort of a paradise or something, and that's where the movie ends. I just can't believe they just killed my favorite hero out of all the other heroes alongside the others. I mean, Iron Man survived, Captain America survived, Black Widow survived, War Machine survived, Nebula survived, but the others didn't make it. I I'm totally I'm sorry guys. It's just that it got me. But later on, I'm thinking they did this because they're gonna make like a second part of this because I thought it was gonna be like they're going to defeat Thanos in this movie, but they did not. They just they just sort of suspended the battle of this. It was the first part, and later in the after credit scene, we see that Nick Fury and Maria Hill, the ones from Shield that recruited the Avengers, are in New York, and they see that the people are starting to flash away, like they turn to dust, like the other heroes did. And then Nick Fury, before he vaporizes himself too, he sends a distress signal, like an SOS signal. Like he has a little device, and it drops to the ground when he vaporizes, and it reveals that he is sending that signal to none other than Captain Marvel. This concludes that Captain Marvel will appear in Avengers 4. And I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but I hope that they, when make Avengers 4, they bring back the heroes that they completely vaporized, like including Spider-Man, because I can't believe this, but I can't believe that Spider-Man died in Infinity War. I mean, he did not die and vaporize. He just sort of dies, like Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. He's just vaporizes away. But I'm still pretty sad and disappointing about the ending. I mean, it was awesome at the beginning and throughout the whole movie, but at the end, all the heroes, even Spider-Man, vaporized away. So I'm gonna tell you again all the heroes that they vaporized. Starting off with Bucky, Black Panther, Groot, Scarlet Witch, Drax, Star Lord, and Spider Man. And I can't remember all of the other heroes that they vaporized. And I don't know if Hulk was in there or I don't know, but I hope they bring back Spider-Man because I felt like Marvel just killed off Spider-Man in this movie, and I'm very terrible of that. So let's just hope that in Avengers 4 we see them back again to destroy Thanos once and for all because he's still alive. He's not destroyed, he's not defeated, he's still alive. And well, this movie was awesome, but the ending was totally disappointing for me, in my opinion, because they killed off Spider Man, and that totally disappoints me. So I gave Avengers Infinity War a 8 out of 10. And you know guys why? Because they killed off Spider Man and the other heroes don't seem to bother me at all, but Spider Man does bother me. If you guys already saw the movie, you might saw that too. That they killed off Spider Man. So yeah, that's my review for Avengers Infinity War. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. And you guys might leave a comment of what was your favorite scene in Avengers Infinity War. And I'll see you guys next time.